Okay, so that's the way I go in. You may have recognized it from the video where I say goodbye to Lily. That forest, that beautiful forest, is where I stayed the first night. It was really wet and it was really cold and I didn't like it at all. But I got a good day's work in and it made me feel good. We got willow on the left, on the right. Got willow on the left. Got the caravan over there. Just kind of in the middle of nowhere, which is cool. I'm gonna get a run on because I feel great. If I seem energetic, it's because I've had 4 meals today, because I've got to use up all of my food before I leave, because I can't take it with me and I really don't want to just leave it in a caravan. Okay, so we're in a farm. Fucking greenhouses, fucking massive greenhouses. They're awesome. They're full of interesting fruits and vegetables. One of them's called a yuzu, which is great. Apparently it tastes nice. Got that over there. Got car parks, wood chips. Yeah, it goes pretty far. Take over this way quickly. You see up there, a few little stumps. I sawed down some trees yesterday. It's just because they're getting a new tractor and it can't fit up there. If you keep going up there, there's all these fields and stuff full of even more veg. It's amazing. As you can see, little bundles of sticks, as they say. So it's the efficient, eco-friendly steps, which is lovely. Great big massive tree. Barn. I like the barn. It's really cold, but it houses several cats that I love. Yeah, there are 3 cats here. 2 of which are really nice and friendly, one of which attacks the really nice and friendly ones and is about the size of a dog. It's enormous. Okay, this cistern is a this cistern, and these 2 are my only supply of water, which it's real fucking cold. Which makes showering kind of not fun. So I've been washing maybe once every couple of days, which when you're working on a farm, admittedly, I get quite grim, because obviously I'm covered in mud. I mean, look at my goddamn hands. Ugh. And those are clean hands that I eat with. Goddamn, to drop the phone. So yeah, this farm is beautiful. I've had such a wonderful time. These guys are some of the nicest people I've ever met. It's been really nice. Yeah, so what have I been doing? I have been working the farm about 8 to 9 hours a day, depending on the day. Today we ended early because they're out sorting some stuff out and we got bored. So we're just kind of like, yeah, let's just call it. Especially considering I need to pack. I haven't packed yet, which is stressful. So I've got to get everything packed, but also have enough out to do my day's work tomorrow, because I'm real low on money. Well, I mean, I'm not now, but I will be fairly soon if I've got to pay back. Well, I've got some stuff I need to pay, basically. Yeah, so what do? I get firewood from in there. There's shitloads of dead standing willow. If you know anything about willow, it holds moisture, it's very soft, and it burns very quickly, which is kind of annoying for somebody who's only got a little stove, because it means that I've got to wait for those sticks to dry out. I've got to cut them down to a real small size just so that they'll fit in the bastard thing, which is kind of annoying, but it also means that the stove burns really fucking efficiently, which is fun because it cooks super fast. And the last few days, I have been having the time of my life, because the first week sucked ass because it was really, really wet. And when it's really, really wet, and you don't know if a caravan can properly sustain the stove inside it, you just eat cold shit. You eat a shitload of apples, and you eat a shitload of nuts. A few little wild carrots around here. Picked a lot of them. Yeah, eat a shitload of cold stuff, which is not good for morale, let me tell you. I'm going to quickly go inside, and then I'll do a final wrap-up thing. Okay, back in the caravan now. I don't know if the acoustics are going to be any good, because it sounds pretty gnarly, and now that I think of it, it's the first time I've actually spoken in here, because I don't really talk to people when I'm out here on my own. What was I going to say? Yeah, I've been working every day. The pay's really good, the work's really fun, everybody here is fucking lovely, so I've been having a great time. Yeah, I didn't eat anything hot for the first week, and it kind of really, really sucked. I might have had something on Friday, but I think I was off pretty fast. But I got a bit more confident, and I just kind of thought, fuck it, like, what's the worst that can happen? I mean, the worst that can happen is the caravan burns down, but this thing is pretty condemned anyway. I just thought I'd take the risk. So I've been cooking a lot, and what I do is I have a sandwich and a coffee in the morning, which, when you've been freezing your ass off in like 2 degrees overnight, is great. I've never had my spirits lifted so much as those goddamn coffees. But yeah, and then I come back. I mean, I cook something for lunch, obviously, but I usually have just like some fish and sausage sandwich or whatever, depending on what I'm eating. Um, and then I come back and I get the fire started almost immediately. And I just kind of have it on in the background because it's nice to have somewhere I can dry off my clothes, even though it's really hard to dry on it because you're basically just cooking them. Have some coffees, you know, etc. Just realised that I forgot to refill my water bottle, which was actually the only reason I went out initially. So, well done. Guess you guys get a video all on your own just because it's your own reason. What have I got? What am I doing? There are loads of mice in here, so all of my open food I'm having to wrap in a carrier bag and then put in my rucksack and then suspend, which is kind of annoying. But they ate all my cheese when I first got here, so yeah, fuck those guys. It sounds pretty big too. There's a massive spider as well, but I think it's gone to sleep for the daytime. It's got to be like probably about a little bit bigger than that, and I can see a wasp that it's caught. Yeah, I've got lots of friends in here. So, what's it been like? Main thing that I've been adjusting to is being out of the way. So part of this whole project thing was to get me used to just notice one of the cats is outside to come to visit. I don't know if it's going to come say hello, but yeah, it's getting used to being off grid. So whilst I'm here, I've had cold running water, which I'm not 100% on, so I've been boiling anyway. Which I think is essentially the same as a stream. I could use straight from the stream, but it's kind of stagnant here, and obviously like they do have machinery, so I don't really want to get oil in my drinking water or my cooking water. Yeah, there's no electricity, obviously, at all, which is it's kind of annoying. Like I use up all of the charge in my capacity in my portable charger within the first like 4 days of a week, which is kind of annoying because I'm literally on 40% battery now, and I've got to use my phone to get back to fucking Hertfordshire tomorrow, which is kind of stressful, but whatever. So yeah, my phone dies really fast. I've got no internet, which is annoying, but I kind of use my mobile stuff just to stay in contact because people want to know if I'm alive or not, especially with all this virus stuff going on. Yeah, another plus has been that I have been completely out of the loop in terms of that, so that was quite shocking when I went into town, which is about 2 hours walk away, to go get some goddamn shopping, and I find that all the rice is gone, and all the pasta's gone, and my phone is flashing at me to tell me that I don't have very long left. So yeah, we're off grid here. I've got almost nothing. It's really fun, and I'm 100% confident I can do this. So yeah, it's been really good. Thank you very much. If anybody from the farm is watching this, you have made my stay here fantastic. I could not be happier. Yeah, I'll update you when I get to the quarantine zone. See you later. I managed to... So the end of that week, I don't know whether they're in the videos, the end of that week, that last week at the farm, I told the boss that I was going to go because obviously being ill in a shitty caravan off grid was a really good way to die, to be fair. I don't know whether I would have done, I don't know whether I would have got ill, but I would have been in a lot more contact with people at the farm because obviously deliveries and stuff were going on. And I would have been much less able to deal with it if I was ill, because obviously I wasn't exactly healthy with what I was eating. Well, I mean, I was healthy, but not exactly like the pinnacle of you know, fat storage and all that kind of stuff. So if I had taken ill there, it would have been really bad. So what happened was I got on a train from the closest train station to basically where I'm from, where my parents live, because they agreed that it was dangerous to be where I was, and they asked me to come back, which suits me because now I get to see my family and my brother's here, and it's quite nice. Right. I literally got one of the last trains before all the transport got shut down. I left Friday evening, got in at about 8 or 9 p.m. The boss even gave me the afternoon off so that I could get my stuff together and go, which was really nice. Ended up walking the couple of miles, or I don't know how long it was, took me about an hour and a half to the train station with my bag on, which sucked arse, but you know, do what you got to do. I don't have any film from the transport, from the journey, because my phone had 10% battery and had my train ticket on it. So what I did was I put it on like the maximum power saving thing, and then just hoped that it made it to the end, because like, God, it was sketchy because there was nowhere to charge it either, and my fucking power bank was out of power. So it was, yeah, really really close. Quite glad I made it. It was really funny. 12 carriage trains, and I was the only one on them. Nobody in London. It was crazy. Quite strange because I didn't really know it was all going on until until somebody had to tell me, and then I was like, oh God, this is serious. Okay, right. So I've come home, and that's where I am now, in my storeroom room, which my parents are using to store all their stuff, which is fine. But I've got a real bed for once, which is nice. So I'm enjoying that. Got some hot food. Seeing my family is lovely. Um, yeah. So I've been here 2 weeks now, ish, I think. Um, yeah, it's nice. I'm enjoying myself. Playing a lot of video games, which I kind of didn't want to do, but here I am. It's getting through the time. I didn't realize it would be. Get that out of the way. I didn't realize it would be so long that we'd be spending doing this sort of thing. So I'm having to adjust to not being a wanderer anymore, which so makes me kind of sad. But yeah, I'm training a lot. Playing a lot of video games, reading a lot. Going to be doing some camping, breaking quarantine. You know, being an illegal bastard basically, which is fun. But yeah, my video editor, he's offered to keep editing the videos, but he's recently had a kid, and obviously with his kids at home now with the quarantine and that, I didn't really want to put on him. Which isn't to say, Chris, that I don't want you to edit my videos. You do a fantastic job, but I want to learn to do it myself now, because I've got my computer. Oi. So I'm going to be the last two videos are edited by me, Nomad 5 and 6, and whatever gear review I do after this, because I'm planning on doing that. So yeah, let me know whether you prefer my style or his. Um, cool. Yeah, what's happened? So training every day, training hard. I'm having a wonderful time. Trying to camp more, doing more of the archery than I used to. Got my bow there and some arrows that I've been using to practice. Not shot anything yet, obviously, because I don't need to. But I have been doing some animal stalking, which is fun. Not as like killing them thing, but like see how close you can get without them noticing, and then interact with them a bit to see, like, hypothetically, whether you could hunt. Which I am very confident that I could hunt deer at the minute, which is good because I got to within probably 20 meters of a herd the other day, and I could have, if I wanted to, I could have had one, which is nice. So it's good to know that. Yeah, other than that, I've been going through my stuff today. So I'm going to do a separate video, probably immediately uploaded after this, because I'm going to put them all up at once. Basically just looking through my stuff, saying what has worked, what hasn't worked, just giving a bit of advice on what I have found to be necessary in my vagabonding. I'm going to probably be cutting down my gear by like a half, now that I know pretty much what I need. So it's good really, because it's fucking heavy to carry that around all the time. And if it was half the weight, that would be nice. So that's the aim, half the weight. Get rid of all the unnecessary bollocks. So I'm in quarantine quarantine, like stay home, whatever the fuck you want to call it, for the foreseeable future, to be honest. What I want to do, what I have been doing, is now illegal. I don't have anywhere of my own to go, so I've come home to my parents. Which is a little bit sad, a little bit demeaning, feel like a child, but I feel like a lot of people are doing that, because they just have to. I prefer to be on my own, I think, but, come what may, it's quite nice to be around my family for once, because it's been a year, and it's been more than a year since I've seen my brother, so it's nice. Pleasant. What else has happened? A bunch of personal stuff's happened. Not going to include you guys in that, because if you know about it, you know about it, and if you don't, then you probably aren't meant to, so whatever. Cool. Yeah, I'll update you guys on what I'm changing about my my pack soon. Yeah, I hope you guys don't hate my editing. Look at all my stuff in the background. Look at all that stuff. Okay, see you soon.